Have you ever wondered how the ghoul would play as themselves in Dead by Daylight? Look no further. I found out how. Hello everybody, Vigo Shadow here, and welcome to the Killer Murder Methods. This is a guide how to play exactly like how the killer would act in the entities around. In this video, we'll be playing as the ghoul, otherwise known as Ken Kaneki. I'll be going over their power, their perks, the type of killer they are, and lastly, what they prioritize in order to play just like they would. Alright, first let's delve into what the ghoul's power is. So it is called One-Eyed Terror. He has a special ability called Kagune Leap. Use the power button to charge and launch the Kagune, or Kagun, however you say it, tentacles that attach to any vertical surface within range and quickly pull the ghoul forward. After completing a leap, the ghoul has a window to perform a second consecutive Kagun Leap or put Kagun Leap into cooldown by using the active ability button. The Kagun Leap enters cooldown once the ghoul has consumed their leaps. If they leap over a vault or a down pallet, or the Kagun Leap, or if the Kagun grabs and leaps at a survivor. If the ghoul's second consecutive leap targets a survivor, they will perform a grab attack. Grab attacks damage survivors if they are healthy, and inflict deep wounds and leave a Kagun mark. Performing a grab attack also triggers Enrage mode. So this killer has another special ability called Enrage mode. While enraged, the ghoul can perform up to 3 consecutive Kagun leaps and can leap over vaults more quickly if they launch their Kagun at a survivor. Enrage mode remains active while there are survivors afflicted with the Kagun mark. Marked survivors will lose their mark if they are fully mended or if they are downed. The ghoul cannot grab attack marked survivors. Once no marked survivors remain, a countdown begins. When the countdown depletes, Enrage mode ends. A perfectly timed grab attack, tapping the attack button when the attack icon is displayed, will add extra time to the countdown. The countdown is paused while carrying survivors. And that about does it for the ghoul's power. Alright, because we know what the killer's power is, we now know what the type of killer they are. I pulled up a reference image to showcase different types of killers, and for Ken Kaneki, I think he falls into the mobility category. These killers can traverse the map quickly, either through direct speed or teleportation. So Ken Kaneki has a lot of speed with the Kagun tentacles, and he's able to leap over pallets and windows, and furthermore he's able to travel with them as well, giving him a major boost to his mobility, and he is able to traverse the map very quickly. Alright, because we know the power and the type of killer that the ghoul is, we're going to go ahead and go straight into their perks. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with Hex, nothing but misery. You've driven to the absolute depths of pain, and now you're ready to inflict that pain onto others. After you damage survivors 8 times with basic attacks, a dull totem becomes a hex totem, cursing all survivors. When you damage a survivor with a basic attack, they gain 5% hindered for 15 seconds. The effect lasts until the hex totem is cleansed. All the liabilities of this world are due to the inadequacies of the person involved. Ken Kaneki. So the flavor text and all this information we're getting from the perks is very good information, because it'll give an indicator to how the ghoul is played and the ghoul's priorities. So we're going to go to the next perk, which is called Forever Entwined. The greater the struggle, the more difficult the escape. When a survivor takes damage, gain 1 token up to 8. For each token you pick up, drop, and hook survivors 4% faster. You tried to devour me, so you have no room to complain if I eat you, do you? Ken Kaneki. Alright, so we got that perk there. Not as much text, but we still get a lot for it. And then it says, none are free. You know better than anyone that the light at the end of the tunnel is only an illusion. When you hook Survivor for the first time, gain up to 1 token, up to 4. When all generators are complete for each token, all windows and upright pallets are blocked for 16 seconds. I'm not wrong. What's wrong is this messed up world. Ken Kaneki again. So yeah, that is all of the Ghoul's perks. Next, we'll go right into what the killer's priorities are. In Dead by Daylight, there are 4 categories. Within these categories, we can see what the killers deem a priority based on their personality within the bio, perks, and the dialogue/quotes. I've already combed through a bunch of the lore and other places and found out that this killer's priority mainly focuses on the brutality category. This is because of the flavor text that we've seen. So yeah, mainly following brutality, not so much killing them. It's more like I think it's kind of taking that version of the ghoul where, you know, he was tortured in the anime, and he wants to bring that same type of torture and suffering onto others. So this is the twisted version of Ken Kaneki here, where I'm pretty sure it's just right after. Yeah, after taking control back with what he took, paying back Jason's violence in kind, he broke free and battled his captor. The torture made him numb to pain, and his shattered psyche left him no space for hesitation. He defeated Jason after a short battle, and he devoured him. So he had been dragged into a nightmare, a tormented boy, but he walked out a powerful ghoul. So yeah, essentially he went into the entity's realm shortly after that scene there. So yeah, honestly, he's going to be probably fixating on that torture that he suffered, and he's going to bring that onto others. So that's going to be, we're going to try to injure as many survivors as possible and make sure they suffer. All right, before we play, let's make sure we have some things in order so that we can play just as the ghoul would. First, we're going to play only using their base kit perks with no add-ons so that I don't get an advantage. Second, we're going to focus on the priority, which is the priority of the brutality category, which is causing suffering onto others, making sure survivors are all damaged, making sure they all get hooked, kind of keeping them in the trial. We're not going to be focusing on solely just killing off the survivors right away. We want to make sure that all of them lose hope, all of them get injured, and it'd be great if all of them got killed. All right, without further ado, let's just jump right into our match. All right, we are in our match. Raccoon City Police Station, West Wing as the Ghoul. So right off the bat, we're gonna go ahead and use the power to go ahead and traverse the map very quickly here. We got more gens on that side, of course, because it's the West Wing. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any survivors. I know a lot of survivors like to start on the middle gens, though, because they will help them. Okay, let's go ahead and see where these scratch marks lead. Nice, we already found Thang. If we can get her injured, that'd be great. We don't have her power. She has distraction. All right, we're able to get a little bit of value on that forever intertwined. Okay, I kind of like just faked that one out. Oh wow, she's actually able to take the pallet and live from it as well. I thought I should have been able to block it a little bit more than that though. She is gonna take chase for the team. That's okay. If I find anybody else, I will definitely chase them for sure. We can let this pallet go. We're not gonna really entertain a lot of long chases. So we might just cut from her to see if we could find anybody else. I already know she went somewhere else because she has that. Let's go ahead and mark her so that we can at least get our 3 off. She'll go ahead and drop another pallet. We'll take it for free. And then we'll leave. See what these... Oh, wait. Did she actually... She actually went here? We'll go ahead and get the free hook. We might as well just take the free hook. I think she didn't expect us to stay. Okay. All right, we got an altruistic squad here. Ooh, okay, all right. She was able to definitely make it around those curves. I see how the survivors are playing now. Okay, wait. I can't get that. They get back over. I'm still able to hit, so that's good. We blocked that window. Yeah, we can really get around. We mark her as well. We can leave Fang on the ground. That's also part of suffering, too, is just leaving them on the ground. They actually have a really good setup here with that gen. We can go ahead and leap that. Since we're in rage, we're going to hit that really fast. They probably get another pallet here. Yeah, they get this one, too, which they will throw down. They heal Fang up. What else do they got here? They still have that pallet, actually. It's a pretty strong pallet, so we'll go ahead and take that out. We'll go ahead and stomp on this, since this chase is actually kind of going longer than what I think it would. I think a lot of them are pretty strong runners, but you know what? We'll take it. We will take this, because then we can actually go for Fang again. We're keeping Fang injured. This is also another strong pallet, though. Yeah, I kind of figured she'd go back on that gen. So let's go ahead and go back on that, stomp it. Keep our middle secure. One gen did, we lost one gen, which is okay. Ah, dang, I was hoping to actually get the mark on her. But we can go ahead and smack her with the basic hit, because that'll also give us some stacks of the Forever Intertwined, so we can pick up survivors a little bit easier. Okay, let's go ahead and leap that. That leap was actually able to make us close the distance with Sable here. I'm pretty sure there's another one, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick them up, because I don't think they can get a flashlight save here. All right, that's my first hook of the game, too. That's kind of, man, what a chase that is. And I think they still didn't get this generator done, but I'm pretty sure they're very close on that. No, actually, I was able to regress it still. I think they were more or less worried about getting the save on Sable here. We can go ahead and go for Fang if we can. Oh, wow. Well, okay, she did not hit the flashlight right, but she did hit the lithe right. Wow. These hallways are kind of hard to get around with the Ghoul. So this is definitely working in their favor. Okay, let's go ahead and hook Fang this time, see if we can. Get another stack for the None Are Free. We will definitely want that. We're still at 4 gens. We have finally 7 stacks of the Forever Entwined. And we have the Hex Nothing But Misery going off as well. So when we hit them with the basic attack, they are hindered. That's going to help us catch up to them, and it's going to be very beneficial. That's been regressing for a while. That was definitely 99 for sure. Okay, let's see where the survivors are at now. I couldn't imagine they're at this gen here. Okay, they are. Let's try to keep everyone injured here. They're actually all healed, except the one on the hook. They're doing a very good job with gens, so let's just have them throw that down. We'll go ahead and break it. They're pretty good at running. See if I can just stop them here. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that kind of reused it up. Let's see. Forever Intertwined is going to have its full effect now. And I think they're hindered. We'll go ahead and just break it off here. Okay, we do get the other Sable on a hook too. Now we just need to wipe. And we're looking pretty good. Still at 4 gens. They might have some other hidden ones up their sleeve. But we at least have 3 hooks right now. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Damage this one. Yep, they did that gen. The middle gen is actually a really good gen to do. So they must have double teamed it, I think. Where does that blood lead? Okay. Alright, we're going to still follow this blood trail here. And it goes to the courtyard with Fang again. Okay, we get her downed again. Let's put her on a hook again. Get more stacks. Oh, actually, you know what? I think we now have Hex and Nothing Is But Misery. So we should definitely try to get some value off that. I believe they're... Wow, I don't know why it didn't just propel me forward. Yeah, I was going to say now they're probably going for that Sable. Let's go ahead and try to really traverse the map as much as we can because there's a lot of turns and twists. They definitely stopped this one from regressing, so let's go ahead and damage them. They healed for sure. Okay, yep. They're able to kind of carefully play around the walls here. I believe I got rid of that one. But we want... There we go. Oh, they did cleanse the totem, so that's going to also sting. Okay, we're still able to catch up to him pretty easily here. Let's go ahead and put her on a hook here. We have not seen Dwight again all game. Or if we did, we definitely did not focus on him. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this gen here. And just try to salvage what we have. I forgot that pallet was even there. Let's go ahead and break it. They kind of did everything on this side, so we're just left with gens over here. All right, let's go ahead and go down. I don't think Courtyard is doing... Nobody's on Courtyard gen. That's a very easy gen to do. Let's go ahead and... All right. We're only going to injure Fang Min. We don't want to actually go for her. We want to go for Sable or Dwight wherever they are at. I have an inkling that Dwight might be doing heals. Okay. Back again with the Sable crew. Let's see if we can try to injure them both. That'd be great. Okay. She hasn't taken another hook, so we might as well just fixate on her. She'll definitely throw this pallet. There's no way she doesn't. Okay, Fang Min just kind of showed up. Alright, let's see if we can definitely close the gap between me and Sable. Then it's just Dwight. I wonder if he's been hiding all game or what. She definitely gets this. Okay. I was able to definitely do a little bit of a juke there. Because she thought I might commit. Alright, let's go ahead and put her on the hook. We have 3 on Death Hook and still no Dwight. Man, it's been hard to find him for sure. And we have 1 gen left. This is the curse of that. I probably would have been able to have some progress if I were to actually put people on death. I do hear a Fang. Okay, there we go. We definitely want Dwight now. That way we can activate None Are Free. We were able to get rid of a lot of pallets, actually. I see a Sable, healthy Sable that we're going to want to go for. She's already undoing that hook. She has already done that to us once. So that really stings. We're able to get the hook, though, off. That's good. Maybe she might try to go around. Let's see if we could try to cut her off through here. That'd be great. We do. We didn't necessarily cut her off, but... let's see. She went up here. We're going to leave the Sable that's injured so that we can get the healthy Sable. If we can at least injure her, that'd be great. She actually went ahead and decided to opt out of grabbing him on the hook. Oh my god, we got her through a wall. Honestly, that's just a major cheese. That should have never worked. She'll throw that, but I'll just avoid it. She'll bolt this pallet a couple more times. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. We'll just go ahead and hit her. I just wanted to make sure my hit count, because if I missed it, she was going to definitely take off. We will cause death to this Sable here. She's been kind of annoying, saboing the hooks, so we're going to take a personal offense to that and just decide to kill her. Alright, let's check up on our gens. That is going to be really important here. Okay, yeah, they're already trying to go for courtyard. We're going to go ahead and try to stop them. Dwight's still on a hook. They're probably just using him for hang time. Let's go ahead and try to get... actually, this is an injured Sable here. She's taking us way too deep into this other side where there's no generators, so she's doing a really smart play here. She's able to get Dwight. They're probably going to go for a heal. Wow, is he on Death Hook? Did he actually get the second tier? Okay, we get Feng here. Dwight is healed, so we're going to go for Dwight again because we want to make sure everybody is injured. All right. Oh, he tried to hide, so we will not go after Dwight again because we want to try to see if we can go after Feng, but let's just do a checkup on our gens. All right. Okay, yep, that's still regressing. I see Feng here, I think. Yep. Nice. All right, she has Lithe. We're going to be able to close the gap pretty easily with the Ghoul's power. His mobility is a huge part of his kit that helps. So yeah, immediately got out the 2 survivors that had the potential of saving others with the toolbox and with the flashlight. So all that really remains is Dwight and Sable. Dwight likes to hide. He has that fog vial, so that'd be really nice to get to him before we get to Sable. Plus, we hadn't seen him for a long portion of the game, so right off the bat, we're doing pretty good. We have None Are Free. I kind of want that to activate, so maybe I'm actually going to go ahead and do some sort of an unorthodox play because they might try to heal over here. I already hear her. Let's see. Because we do not want them to heal. I'm sure Courtyard Gen is almost finished, so we gave it some time. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did the smart thing, and they decided to wait. They're going to have no pallets or windows to go for, so this is going to be nice. We're going to go ahead and hit Dwight on the ground. If we can. We can just go ahead and chase him straight up. We don't really have to worry about nothing. She might be going for exit gate, so let's go ahead and try to close in on her. Okay, it's not that exit gate, so she's definitely going for the other. Okay, she's not going for that one either, so she's definitely playing it safe because she probably knows my strategy here is to just get her. Sable's got options. She might go for hatch. Oh no, she actually goes for the exit gate for sure, and then she leaves. Honestly, not too bad. 3 killed, all on Death Hook. That's exactly what we want as a Ghoul player for sure, to play just like the Ghoul. I'm gonna say we got a lot of his perks off actually. So, we had nothing but misery, so we did damage 8 survivors 8 times, and then the Dull Totem became a Hex. I don't think we got a lot of use out of that, but it's still a pretty good one because we're able to go ahead and give them slow. They'll be slow after we hit them for 5% for 15 seconds, so we're going to be able to easily catch up to them pretty well. I feel like the Ghoul doesn't really necessarily need this perk, even though it's his own perk, because we're going to be able to close that gap really quickly with his power, and we've done that a lot of the times in the match here. Forever Intertwined, we had 8 stacks of that right up, like, pretty easily, and then we were able to pick up and drop and hook survivors, which we had to drop survivors one time, but we didn't have a lot of stacks for that. And then None Are Free. We got a little bit of value with that because Dwight wasn't able to use any of the pallets for a couple seconds, and then we could not find Sable, so they were playing it pretty stealthy so that they could get out. Yeah, we were able to cause a lot of suffering and mainly focus on that priority. We did have to switch it up and focus a little bit on the gens, only so that we can cause more suffering. So yeah, just because we have a certain priority that we focus on doesn't mean we have to completely neglect other categories like objective and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, that was how to play just like the Ghoul. Thanks for watching. Vigo, signing off.